Hey guys, so today I am doing a collaboration with Stevie from the Rose Vine. We met on Facebook and she thought doing a collaboration would be great. She's got real dark hair and I've got real light hair. So she is doing a nighttime inspired look and I'm going to be doing a daytime inspired look. To start, I want to let you guys know what I have on my face and on my hair. I have Max Mineralized Charged Water on my hair right now. It's very like creamy. Let me show you guys. It's very creamy and it's like, it just feels fabulous on my face, so I love it. In my hair right now, I have Not Your Mother's Texturizing Sea Salt Spray. I think I got this at like Five Below or something for like $3. It smells like coconuts, but it's real drying because of the sea salt. But I threw that in my hair, just kind of like everywhere, and then I threw it up in a bun. And so what the bun is going to do is it's going to create it to become, or it's going to make it become like wavy, so that way it kind of looks like you just got out of the beach and you know your hair is just still like it just was wet and it's starting to dry and it gets that like crinkly look. That's the look that I'm going for my hair today, so I'm going to achieve that with this. So yeah, let's jump right in. Because we're doing like a bright and sunny kind of look, I'm going to use this Glowation Day Dew. And this is just like a face brightener. And I put it right on top. Sometimes I even use it like in place of my moisturizer. I didn't do that today because my skin has been very dry lately. But yeah, I'm going to just take a little bit and just start to massage it in. And I love this stuff. It brightens my face up so much. Like, look at this half of my face already compared to this half. So yeah, I'm just rubbing that in. Alright, so now my face is really bright and looks very like sun-kissed and just shiny, so I'm super excited already. Next, I'm going to jump into my eyebrows. I used to use the Anastasia Dip Brow, which I think it was like $18 to $20 probably, like around 20 after tax. I just like threw my glue over there. But I started using the Milani Dip Brow in the shade number 5 Dark Brown. It works just as good as Anastasia Dip Brow, if not better, I think. So I recommend it to a lot of people who use Anastasia. And Anastasia dries out like a lot unless you store it upside down. And to be honest, I'm not always gonna remember to store that upside down. Like, I would have to literally tell myself every day, oh, make sure you store it upside down, and I'm not gonna do that. And this does not, like, I've had this guy for probably 6 months now, and I have not had like a single problem with it yet. I'm kind of just brushing out my eyebrows and kind of shaping them the way that I normally like them to be shaped. And then I just take the other end of the brush and I dip right into it. I'm not going to do like a full brow tutorial because I haven't actually posted one yet, but if you guys want to see a brow tutorial from me, please just let me know and I will do that. I feel like it's really hard to do a brow tutorial because everybody has like their own like special kind of way of doing brows, and the way that I do my brows might not fit for your eyebrows, and the way that you do yours might not fit for mine. So I feel like it's kind of hard to do like a brow tutorial. It's more of a keep trying and trying and trying and practicing, and eventually you will get it right. It is not something that comes super easy for most, but once you like figure out your brow and how your brows work, boom, like it'll just be like a cakewalk every day. So yeah, but I start with the tail of my brow. And so I start like that. Then I come in. Sorry, I have this Band-Aid on my finger today, you guys, and I cannot function. Let me grab like a second mirror because I cannot function today. By the way, you guys, so about this collaboration with Stevie, and by the way, her channel is The Rose Vine. I'm super excited that I met her on Facebook. She's so nice, and like, I'm so glad that we could work this out to do this, that this is my first collaboration, and I'm so excited. So I'm just so thankful that she wants to do this with me, and that we can kind of help each other out. But about it, I just want to let you guys know that I will link her video down below in my description box, so that way you guys can check hers out as well. And when you do your eyebrows, it's something that, like, it could take you 2 seconds some days. I'm like really shaky today. I don't know what is going on. Or some days it could take you 30 minutes to do one eyebrow. I've had days where my eyebrow literally was like, not today, girl. And literally that was it. Like, I was like, all right, well, this eyebrow is what it is for today. And I'm not doing a very like sharp fill-in or anything like that. I'm actually just trying to like just fill it in, because this is like a very light, beachy kind of almost like natural but not really look. Like I want it to reflect the sun, but I feel like, to me, when I think sunny and beachy, I really think like natural. So I'm going for more of like a sunny, beachy, naturally kind of look, like natural with a spin, I guess you could say. But yeah, so that's my first eyebrow. I'm not completely done. I haven't carved it out with concealer or anything yet, and I haven't put brow gel in it, but that's kind of how I start my brows. But I'm gonna go ahead, I'll jump off camera real quick and finish. Alright guys, so now that the eyebrows are done, and I realize I forgot the ones in primer, I'm gonna go ahead and use the Bare Minerals Prime Time, and I'm just gonna take like maybe 3 pumps of that on the back of my hand, and then kind of just put that everywhere. The reason why I do my eyebrows before I do like my foundation or anything is because I feel like the foundation, like when it starts to coming off, it takes the eyebrows with it. So I tend to do my eyebrows like as a standalone. Alright, so now I'm gonna jump in with this Baby Skin primer and just take a little bit on the back of my hand like that, and kind of put it in my important areas, like on my nose, because this kind of like blurs my pores. So I double up on my nose because I feel like my pores are crazy on my nose. I also do this little area of my cheeks. I also do around like under my nose and my chin. And then this spot right through my, ooh, messed up my brow. Right through here. And I just take whatever's left on my hand and just kind of put it everywhere. Okay, so now that we're like in the midst of doing all types of primers, I'm also gonna go ahead and grab my Milani eyeshadow primer. It looks like this. I'm gonna go ahead and get a little bit, it's like, the consistency was a little funny when it first came out. So I'm gonna put a little bit on the back of my hand, take a little bit on my finger, and just kind of get that going on my eyelid and underneath in case, I always do it just in case I decide to smoke my eyeshadow out, because 9 times out of 10 I do. Alright, so that eyelid is primed. I'm going to come back and do this one. Oh. As well. There's like a little hair. Alright. Okay, so I'm all primed. I'm going to let that dry really quick. And I think I'm going to be doing like a rusty orange kind of color today for my eyeshadow. Ow! I took my band-aid off, you guys, and I just, trying to open this Morphe palette, I just cracked it open, you guys. So I think that I'm going to be taking like maybe this color or this one down here. I'm trying to decide, and maybe even this color right there. There's a lot of good colors in this palette that I can choose from to do this look, so I'm going to just kind of choose the one that I think is best and just roll with it. I'm just actually, I have this like look idea in my head, and I'm just kind of like, I haven't played with it yet or anything. I'm just kind of winging it right now. So hopefully it turns out good and you guys will see this, and if it doesn't turn out good, I will redo it tomorrow. Just kidding. But anyway. Alright guys, so now that we're all primed up and everything, I am going to jump into, this is the Morphe 350M palette. And I'm going to just start out with a very like neutral transition shade. I think we're going to start out with this one right here. It's got kind of like an orangey tone to it, and that is the color trend that we are trying to keep in this look, is like that orangey kind of tone. It's very camely to me, if you will. Alright, so I just kind of put that like in the crease, kind of like a little bit everywhere, but mainly in the crease. I'm going to do the same thing over here. Okay, so I've been using this Milani eyeshadow primer for a couple weeks now, so I feel like I know it well enough to give it like a good review. Well, not necessarily a good review, but a knowledgeable review, an informed review. I like it. It's very comparable to Urban Decay's the Potion primer one. The only thing I don't really like about it is it's real tacky and real sticky, and that can be kind of a little annoying. But anyway, so I just thought I would let you guys know in case anybody was curious. Okay, so next I'm going to take this color right here, and I'm going to tap the excess, and I'm just going to kind of put that on my crease. I'm just starting like this light orangey color. We're almost doing like somewhat of like an orange smoky eye almost. I have this, hold on you guys, I have like something on my eyelid, and having this band-aid on does not help. I hate wearing band-aids, you guys. Okay, so I'm still in that orangey color, and we're just trying to add some orangey tones to this look. Okay, so and we're still using the same brush. I'll let you know if and when we switch. Alright. So I feel like that's pretty orangey. I'm loving it. I am gonna grab if I can find it. You guys, I don't know what has been going on with my makeup station lately. I swear people have like been coming in and like messing with my stuff. I don't know what's going on. So anyway, so I'm gonna just take a little brush like this, I call it like a little crease brush because it fits right into that fold. And I'm gonna go in with this deeper orange right here. And anyone who has the Morphe palettes, you guys know that they are super pigmented. So you have to be like real careful when you're messing with these like somewhat bright colors, you know? You have to like dust them off, like not dust them off, but tap them off a lot because it's, I mean, it's pretty dang pigmented. All right, so I'm just kind of taking this deeper orange and making that crease like more orange and drastic looking, but only keeping it in the crease and a little above the crease if you want to. And remember, you can always take your blending brush to smooth it back out, which is probably what I will end up doing here in a second. Just to kind of, I'm going for more of an orange smoky eye. Okay, so I'm gonna flip to the other end and then just kind of smoke this out with the other end of the brush. Alright, so you guys see what I did there? Like I put it in the crease and then flipped to the fluffier end of the brush, and then I'm just kind of smoking it out. So now what I want to do is just make sure it's super even, and I'm gonna actually come back in with this calmer orange right up here. It's just a little more calm than this original color we started with. And just like a flat brush like that, tap it in there and put all that right there on the lid. Just to blend it, you guys. I love orange right now. I feel like orange is perfect for that mix between from summer to fall, because orange can go either way. Orange can be a very fall-y color, or it can be a very summery color, so I feel like it's perfect for that mix right there in between. So now, of course, I'm gonna just throw my brush around, obviously. I'm just gonna pick it up and throw it. I'm gonna just go back with this fluffy brush and just blend upwards with that darker orange color, because you want to smoke it out a lot. Okay, so, and that is like kind of what we're left with right now. And then I'm gonna go in with my Vivid Baked Highlighter by Makeup Revolution. This is in the shade Golden Lights. Use the same little blending brush And I just want to add like a highlight under my brow because I feel like, and I feel like this color has like an orangey undertone. If you buy this and use it, you'll know what I'm talking about. I know it's like yellow, but it's got like that yellowy tone to it, which reminds me of like orangey kind of color. So I feel like it was going to be perfect with this look, and it actually is turning out just the way I wanted it to. So it's amazing. I recommend these. They're super cheap. I think I got them for like $5 at Ulta, and they're super cheap, and it's just, they're greatly pigmented. The payoff is amazing, and they're totally worth it. Okay, so then I just kind of like dust my brush off again, and then blend that orange back up into the highlighter shade, because you don't want it to be like highlighter overbearing the eyeshadow. You want it to be eyeshadow gradiently going into the highlighter. So you just want to pull it back up some. Alright, so I am going to add a little bit of highlighter to the inner corners of my eyes just to make the eyes look a bit brighter, because we are going for this bright and like sunny look. And I feel like doing the eyeliner, not eyeliner, doing the highlighter in the corners of the eye does that for you. So I'm super excited about it, and I feel like it makes a big difference. So I'm gonna jump off camera again and do like my winged eyeliner. It's easier for me to do it off camera, and it makes the time go quicker. So alright guys, so now that I put my falsies on, they're just the regular Ardell Demi Wispies. I did my eyeliner, I did my mascara. I'm now going to take the Morphe 350M palette once again, and just take one, I'm going to pick one of the orangey colors and smoke out my bottom lash line. So for some reason I'm just really feeling this color. So that's the color that I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna take like a little brush like this, and I'm gonna pick up that orangey color and go right from underneath my wing all the way to about the middle of my eye. And I only go to about the middle of my eye because I'm going to put a little bit of the highlighter underneath to smoke that out as well. Alright, so I'm going to go back in with a fluffy brush like the one I was using before, and then just continue to still smoke that orange out underneath. And then I'm going to grab my highlighter, which I cannot seem to find. I don't know what's going on with me lately, you guys. Like, everything that I have been using lately has just been disappearing on me, or you know, I don't really even know. Some stuff I still have not found, so I'm just losing it lately. So we'll come back to that in a minute. I'm going to go ahead and jump in. I'm going to grab my beauty blender, which is damp. And today I'm going to be using the Tarte, it's the Rainforest of the Sea. My shade is Light Sand. This is a great foundation to use when you're just trying to do like a very naturally kind of look. I feel like it's not too heavy, and it's very creamy and watery, so I feel like it's like the perfect consistency for the look that I'm going for today. So I'm trying to get some, I'm running low, so I'm just trying to get a little bit on my beauty blender, and I just take about that much, and then I just dab anywhere that I'm gonna need product. Okay, and then I'm just gonna come up on my cheeks. This color is a little light for me, I think, right now. But it's just because I've tanned a little bit throughout the summer. But it's okay because I'm actually going for a more light look with this makeup look. So it's gonna work out just fine. And something that I do that's not necessarily a mandatory step is I go over my ears with my foundation. Just because I don't want my ears a different color than everything else that I have going on. It's just a personal preference, to be honest. Some people don't want makeup on their ears. Some people don't mind it. I personally, I do it every time I put on foundation. So, I mean, I just like to be completely even, if that makes sense. But some people just, it's frowned upon. So, to each his own. So, you make that choice. I tend to think that I overblend my foundation sometimes because I am so, I don't know, I want to be super blended. So, I tend to overblend sometimes, but it's okay. Alright, so that's kind of it for my foundation look. But something that I do want to discuss is faux freckles. I am going to do them today. I'm just going to take, this is not faux freckle stuff. I don't think they even have that. But this is NYX eyebrow pencil. And for me, I just have it in the shade 5 dark brown. The same thing as my my eyebrows, because that's my natural hair color. And then I'm going to take it, the tip looks like that. And I take it and then do a twisting, twisty motion on anywhere where I think freckles should be, because I'm doing faux freckles. So I'm going to pull up a second mirror just real quick. Okay, so, and you just want to do this just very, very lightly. And you do not want to do that. You do not want to make it lines. You want to make it super dotty. And then again, this is just doing the, to make it the bright sun inspired look. I feel like the sun brings out freckles in people, and I feel like it's just a really cool thing. I feel like people who have freckles should, just embrace that beauty, because I think that's beautiful. If I can find my cap. I'm trying to become better about that, putting caps up on things, because I tend to not, and then my stuff tends to dry out. So it drives me crazy. Okay, so now I'm going to just take this, it's just a mineral powder, it's color correcting, and a fluffy brush, get a whole bunch of product on it, and just go over all the freckles, because you want it to look like you tried to cover them with makeup, but it didn't really work. Do you know? So you have that, it looks like the sun literally just went right over your freckles. Alright, so I am gonna take, I'm not necessarily going to actually highlight under my eyes today, just to look brighter. I'm just going to take a little bit of this yellow powder in the Kat Von D Shade and Light contour palette and touch up under here just a bit. Not anything cray cray. Alright. And I'm going to do the same with my nose. I'm just going to grab a little bit. Because we're not doing anything too defined. We want to look super light and airy and like we just left the beach. Because that's when I think of sun and like sun inspired and stuff. That's what I think about. So that is what I'm trying to accomplish here. I kind of feel like I'm just like here, there, and everywhere today. That I'm not really like on task. I really don't know what is going on. Okay, so of course you go to the beach and you get a little sun-kissed. So this is the Wet n Wild bronzer. It's Ticket to Brazil, I believe. Yes, it is. I'm just gonna take like a big fluffy brush and just kind of like warm up my skin so it literally looks like I just came from the beach. This is a very powdery bronzer for anybody who's never used it. I just want anybody to get it and be like, oh my goodness, good lord. Alright, so bam, my skin is warmed up. I am gonna go in just with like this little tiny brush, keep it flat a little bit, and I'm gonna go in with this light shade right here, and I'm just gonna do like a little bit of a contour, barely a contour, you should say, like just barely. And I'm using like a super blendy brush for this because I don't even want it to be like a defined contour. I just wanted it to be a little chiseled in this area. I'm also going to go back with that same color and this fluffy brush and just define my nose a little bit. Okay, just because I feel like I'm very weird about my nose, so that's like, it's not a necessary step. You don't have to do it. I just do it because I'm very particular about my nose and needing it to be contoured. I'm going to go back in with this mineral powder again and kind of just go over everything that I just did. And now I'm gonna grab, I decided to go for like a really peachy, pinky blush. I hope that it works out for me. Sometimes these work for me, sometimes they don't, and sometimes I'm like, why did I even go for that color? But I'm hoping today is not that day. So I'm gonna just get a little bit. No, I actually really like it today. It actually goes really good with these like faux freckles, and I feel like it fits today. It looks fabulous. So you guys, I really need to find my highlighter. I don't know what I did with it, and I'm really gonna be sad, so just give me 1 second. Alright guys, so I found my highlighter, and so now I am gonna go back in with this orangey shade again, this one, and touch up that under smoke. Just trying to make it like a little more orange. Okay, and then now I'm going to take the highlighter and do the same thing, but from the inner corner going into the orangey color. I'm hungry, you guys. So my eyes are pretty much done now. Actually, they are done. So yeah, that's the eyes. And now the face is done. The only thing that I have left to do on my face is my highlighter, which I'm going to use that same highlighter I've been using. And I'm actually going to use a brush like this. It's just a small tapered blush. Not a blush brush. It's just a small tapered brush by e.l.f. I don't know what is going on with me today, you guys. And I'm just going to put it right there. Just wanted to look super sun-kissed. I'm putting it in all my little highlight areas. Alright, so now I'm super highlighted and everything. So all that's left for me to do now is to obviously do a lipstick. And the lipstick that I'm going to be doing is an orange lipstick. It's one of my faves. So let me just go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and start that now. Alright, you guys, so now that my lipstick is done, I'm just kind of waiting for it to dry a little bit. And then I'm going to just throw a little more of the highlighter right in my Cupid's bow area. I'm actually going to use my finger and do it just like that. Just makes my Cupid's bow look a lot better. So this is the finished look without the hair. My eyebrows are just barely filled in, not very too structured, and it's like a rusty orange bright eye look. I'm gonna come in closer so you guys can see. With an orange lip. And if you guys have any questions about what products I used or anything like that, they should, most of them will be in the description box down below. If you have any further questions on how I did anything on camera or off camera, please just let me know in the comments down below. Also, please, if you're a fan of mine, please go check out the Rose Vine. Her name is Stevie and she is amazing. She's great at makeup and I feel like you guys will really like her as well. So definitely check her video out too, because this is the daytime look and it's sun inspired and day inspired, and she is doing the nighttime look. So if you've seen this part and you want to see the next part, click the link down below and you guys will be able to do that. And also subscribe to her channel. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, go ahead and do that now. This is the finished hair and makeup look. I feel like it looks just how I wanted it to, very crinkly and wavy and very like I just look like I've been out on the beach all day, sun-kissed, got a little water in my hair and the sand and everything. It's just amazing. I love the way it looks. I feel like this is a representation of boom, very bright, the sun, and it's just beautiful. And I really love the way it turned out, especially because I kind of winged it for you guys a little bit today, and I feel like it actually turned out into a look that I might use like every day. I'm actually thinking about recreating this look tomorrow to go to church. So we'll see what happens, and I most likely will use it. So yes, if you guys have not subscribed to my channel, please do so. And also don't forget to check out Stevie's channel so you can see the nighttime look that she did. Thank you guys for watching, and I really hope that you enjoyed this video. And if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments down below. Bye!